What is going on, Big Trucker Beef family? How y'all doing today? About 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did an interview with my SAP counselor, Charles Irby, and I referred a lot of drivers over to him that were happened to go through the SAP program, and they were able to finish it in 3 days. However, somebody decided to start their own little fake SAP program and take advantage of Charles and I's kindness. So, there's a scam going out, and I want to warn you all what's going on, what to look out for, what number to avoid, what cash app to avoid, and the red flags to avoid as well. Sit back and relax, because we got a lot to talk about in this one.
So I received an email that says, "Hey man, I'm going through the SAP guy you went to and thought I'd be back in 3 days. It's been over 2 weeks. Was just wondering, how was the process for you?" After I told him how the process was, he tells me that I already paid the $400 and that was almost 3 weeks ago. And I still haven't received an email certificate. Still on the second stage in the clearinghouse. I just hope I'm not being jerked around by this guy. Only reason why I picked him is because the video said 3 days. I just feel uneasy.
Upon reading this email, I thought to myself, 3 weeks? And then one thing really stuck out with me, and that was the emailed certificate. When you go through the 4-hour drug class, you actually get the certificate right then and there after you complete it. You can pay extra to get the certificate in the mail, but you don't really need that. You can just get the actual digital certificate right then and there, and then you can print it out. But there is no process of emailing, so there was one red flag right there. So strange as this whole coincidence was, I tell the guy, okay, listen, I will call Charles myself and let him know what's going on, and maybe we can figure out why it's taking this long, because something isn't right. So I ended up calling Charles, and he tells me that he had talked to Anthony and that he was scammed. Now things are finally falling into place. I'm wondering, okay, so how was he scammed? What did the guy say? What had happened? And here is what happened. Full disclosure, I was given permission to record the driver and hear his side of the story from the beginning to the end. I also got text messages and emails and the cash app of the scammer. Check it out.
Give me a full detail of like what happened from the start to finish.
Well, basically what happened was I had emailed Mr. Charles at his email at I believe it was Charles at focus7.us, and I was telling him like I wanted to go through his program, and then Mr. Charles emailed me back that call this number, which was, I think the number is 446201944. But I didn't call that number. All I did was continue to email, with the thread. So the guy was like, at this point, the guy was like, "Well, I'm gonna send you a text message, and then we can communicate that way." So he sent me a text message from 813-515-0834, and then he sent me a text message like, Charles SAP inquiring about the, joining the SAP program. And then I asked him, like, how much is the program? And he was like, it's $400. And he was like, cool. Like, do you have the money now? I was like, I don't have it at this point, but I will have it. And then he was like, well, do you at least have half of it? And I was like, nah, once I have the whole 400, I'll just, I'll contact you then. So maybe 2 weeks went by. I text the number instead of calling. So I texted the number and I was like, "Hey, are you ready to do this now?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." So I'm like, "Are you available to talk?" He's like, "Yeah." And he called me. First, when we talked for 30 seconds, and then he hung up. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in Zoom right now." And he was like, "Are you still ready to proceed?" I was want to get my better judgment. I was like, yeah. So I asked him, I was like, how does it work? He was like, 1 and 2 is done by the driver, and 3 and 4 is done by the set. So after that, I was like, all right, cool. So he was like, you have cash set? I was like, yeah. all right, once I'm out of this meeting, I'll hit you up for like an hour goes by. You know, like, yeah, just getting this thing, system cash out. I was like, yeah, it's not working. Name on that, girl. I think I pronounced it last name. It's Burndish or Bundish. So that didn't work. So I was like, yeah, that's not working. Like, what else can we do? He was like, well, let me try it. Let me send you the request for the Cash App. So he sent me the request, and then I sent him the money. And then he was like, well, I got it. Can you send me like a web address receipt? So I sent him that too. And then he was like, all right, well, now you just got to wait 48 hours for the compilation receipt to yeah, he's like, yeah, just wait the 48 hours. I waited 48 hours. I still didn't get it. I was like, hey, like, I ain't received the email yet. He was like, oh, what did he say exactly? He said, well, I was like, yeah, I didn't receive the email yet. He said, well, the earliest you receive it is next week. So the week went by, I still didn't get nothing. So I've been sending them like constant text messages like, hey, like what's going on with the program? And it was just crickets. Like I wasn't getting no responses. So today I finally just messed it. I was like, man, let me just call this guy and see what's going on. So I called him. The number was just disconnected. I was like, oh man, going against my better judgment. I scammed.
Oh man.
So there's his side of the story. I kind of try to line up the text messages the best I could with the story as well. Now, Mr. Irby also wanted to put out a message to everybody out there that I'll be sharing right here as well. We got the cash tag. I'll put it on the screen. We got the phone number, which is disconnected. We got the name, and we got the email thread. We just got to get the person. Mr. Irby was kind enough to offer 50% off to anybody else that has been affected by this scammer. So instead of doing $400, he is going to allow $200 for the SAP program. This is a sad situation, people out here trying to get their lives back in order, whatever the case may be, whatever the situation may be, and somebody has to try to ruin it for them and try to ruin somebody's reputation as well. Charles Irby is a good SAP counselor. He's helped a lot of drivers get back on the road, and to have something like this happen is quite unfortunate. So anyway, this is a message from Mr. Irby himself.
My name is Charles Irby, and I'm with Focus Southern LLC. I'm one of the SAPs that's out here helping a lot of truckers that have drug and alcohol problems or situations on the clearinghouse. And there is a fraudulent phone number being used by a fraud that's getting money from my drivers. And the number is 813-515-0834. Do not use this number or any number like it. My phone number is always posted prominently on interviews I do on YouTube, on my website, or given out by me. Only use the proper number. The phone number I have that you should use is the 404-620-1944. That is the number to Charles Irby the SAP. Do not use an 813 number or any other number. These are frauds, and they're collecting money, and you would have to go to Cash App or Square and report them. There's a chance that they could be caught, or there's a chance you might be able to get your money back. I'm not sure, but do not use their phone numbers. Always go to my website and use the proper one. Thank you so much.
I hate that this happened to one of my viewers after I did the interview, and he's seen this, and I try to post videos that try to help other drivers out there, right? And it's sad to see someone take advantage of that, but at the same time, it did bring some things out to light. So here are some red flags you should definitely look out for when you are choosing your SAP counselor, which again, if you need a SAP counselor, Charles Irby is the way to go. All right. A lot of counselors are going to make you wait weeks, months, and some might even claim to be counselors and then end up scamming you. But one of the red flags is no SAP counselor should ever request cash from you, period. Whether it be on Cash App, PayPal, whatever all those cases may be. Never request cash. Also, no SAP counselor will take half first and then start doing class, then say, well, you pay him later or something like that. No. Per the FMCSA regulations, the SAP counselor must be paid in full before they can start the assessment in order to fulfill your SAP qualifications. Another red flag to look forward to is pushiness. And if they try to get you to get like a gift card, and use that's an obvious scam. But if they're pushing you to pay them, that is not the way to do it. Another thing to look forward to, look at a red flag to, is the drug course. They will not email you a drug course. They will not. They will send you to a drug course, or direct you to the drug course, and then you have to pay whatever company, government entity, whatever the case may be. You got to pay that drug course. Don't let a SAP counselor or scammer try to charge you for a drug course. That they will not email your certificate. The SAP counselor does 3 things. 1, he gives you a general assessment. 2, helps you get through the drug course. You got to go take it, and he'll tell you what drug course to take, and so on and so forth. And he'll interview you to find that out. And then 3, he will clear you. And then so he'll take care of the first 3, the step 1, 2, and 3. And then the employer does the return to duty drug test. And then same with, I think it's 5 actually. But regardless, the SAP counselor is there to help you throughout the entire time. You should not have to wait weeks for an assessment. When you go with Charles Irby, literally the moment you pay, and again, he doesn't bug you. You can call him right now. He'll tell you how it works. He'll give you a breakdown, and he won't even ask for the money right then and there. Whenever you're ready to pay, you pay. So I'm gonna leave the driver's Cash App down below. If you guys want to donate and help him get through the SAP program, it'd be really grateful. $400 is a lot of money to be scammed out of. So here's his Cash App. Links down below for his Cash App as well. Maybe you can help him out with a few bucks. Charles Irby has agreed and offered to half his price because of this whole situation. By law, he can't really do it for free, but still, that's a nice gesture. Same with anybody else out there that might have fallen for this scam. I got a couple more things I'm gonna throw on the screen, and I hope this does not happen to anybody else, and I hope that this person gets caught, and hopefully this video gets seen to anybody out there that has to go through the SAP program. I will also be giving, if any monetization, anybody the money that goes this, I'll be giving to the driver, unless he gets through the SAP program. But I will try to help future drivers maybe that want to go to the SAP program. I'm kind of thinking of something I want to do for future drivers out there that just want to better their lives. By the way, guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video. Again, be on the lookout. Be aware of scammers. They do exist in every part of the industry. But I will catch you all in the next video. Hit that like for the YouTube hit the like for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the bell icon for the notifications for every time I upload. I'll catch you all on the next clip. Peace.